Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about Nina Infinity and EVS continuing to speak out on the Nicocata situation involving his children. Of course, we have EVS continuing to say absolute nonsense about how his kids should step up, and now he basically admits that his own kid is his dealer, we'll say, because now we know the origin, apparently, about where he got the audacity to call people on FNT zeros. But we also have Nina Infinity chiming in, talking about how that the same exact thing that Ethan. She's basically agreeing with what Ethan is saying when it comes to children stepping up because her life was screwed up, or where she's from, everybody's parents were messed up. So apparently, other people's parents should be messed up. Even though I personally feel you should be able to be a strong enough parent or individual that you are staying away from those disgusting, drugs and things of that nature, so that you're strong enough to take care of your children and they don't get that bad influence from you. But that's just my personal opinion. I know I've put that out there on Twitter, but let's go over these videos here and we'll see what my opinion. I'll let you know what my opinion is on these.
Yourself, you have to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? If your parents are not gonna, it's a very scary situation to be in. But if
I agree,
you are thrust into that, what can you do?
Real talk right there. What do you do? What do you do? Right?
Well, in the Nicocata situation, he has a 16-year-old, but he has a bunch of other younger children that can't exactly fend for themselves. And I'm pretty sure a 16-year-old is not going to be able to take care of a bunch of other younger children for other younger children.
That's the thing. It's the real talk is what Mark is talking about now. He's like, I kind of see where Ethan's coming from. And he kind of reflects on that. He's like, we're from a different generation.
He doesn't exactly reflect on that. He's basically saying that, yes, kids are sometimes thrust into the situation where they have to step up, quote unquote, but children shouldn't have to step up because their parents are irresponsible and do irresponsible things in the household.
Ethan is from a different generation. People like Mark and Ethan are from another generation.
That's not an excuse for child neglect. That's not an excuse for you as a parent to mess up the household by doing possibly illegal things like, I don't know, having pew-pews around and having drugs around.
So am I. I don't know how old Flash is, but that's the kind of stuff that we used to do. Everybody's fucked up.
Oh, that's what they used to do. They used to just, every child should just fend for themselves because their parents are irresponsible. Yeah, that's definitely not how kids should be raised or living.
Everybody's parents was fucked up when I was growing up.
And what's your point? Just because your parents and all the parents around you were messed up doesn't mean everyone else's parents should be messed up.
Literally everybody's. Either we're poor or drug addicts or something. Something was going on. Everybody. And yet we all made it.
Okay, so exceptions to the rule. Congratulations. Moving on. Just because you made it doesn't mean other children made it. And again, still does not excuse the bad behavior that the parents are dealing with or presenting to their children's environment.
All fucking made it. And then look at this generation. We're constantly, all these fucking YouTubers right here. Right? Like literally every single one of these fuckers. They all make content on how stupid this generation is on a daily basis.
It's irrelevant.
Daily basis, you go look at TikTok. You're constantly talking about how fucking retarded these Zoomers are. Constantly.
Because they obviously weren't raised with parents that gave a crap or taught them the right way or taught them how to be adults.
And then now, all of a sudden, the olden days are wrong again. All of a sudden, that method or all the stuff that we went through, like, oh, well, fucking bullshit on that. Damn it.
And just because you went through a tough time or a terrible time, or other kids went through tough and terrible times, doesn't mean it's good for every kid. It shouldn't be good for any kid at all. Parents should be responsible enough and mature enough to understand the consequences of their actions with dealing with, pew-pews laying around the house or having drugs laying around the house. They should be more than responsible and mature than having that stuff laying around in a children's environment. This is just people making excuses at this point.
Apparently we're all okaying child neglect. All of a sudden. The fuck? It's life, man. Shit happens. Parents get addicted. Parents die in accidents. You die in
Okay, and there's a difference between something that's controllable with the drugs you're intaking in your body versus a car accident. Now, yes, obviously, people don't have to drive and put themselves in possible danger, but at the same time, you can't control what another person that's driving is doing, versus you can control what goes in your body.
a fucking car accident, the kid's gonna have to step up. Okay? Like, it's just the way it is. That's fucking...
It's just the way it is. The way it is, no.
It's a fucking alien
And it shouldn't be that way.
concept nowadays, man.
But again, there's a difference between something suddenly happening to a parent, like a car accident, versus someone being a drug addict and not being able to control that they should not put these bad things in their body. Again, parents should be mature enough to not put these disgusting, terrible things in their body and realize the consequences that will come from doing that around children.
Have kids step up. It's an alien concept.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're a teenager, you know what I mean? It's like you can't let your burnout parents drag you down. So, I mean,
oh, shit. Look at that. Mark coming in with some real talk again. Can't let your fucking crackhead parents drag you down. Yeah.
But it doesn't always happen that way. And again, for like the third or fourth, maybe fifth time I've said it in this video, parents should not get to that point where they're drugged out. Again, you should be more responsible and have better thoughts than doing those things.
You can't. Or you're gonna fall. You can't. And you can't let your siblings go either. Because that's what you do. You step up. It's just the way fucking life works. Oh my God.
it's an unmistakable problem that's going on here.
I was going to stay out of this mostly. I just want to say this one thing as a parent, real quick. Yes, it's one thing to expect a 15, 16, 17-year-old to be able to take care of themselves. That's one thing. It's another thing to expect that same 15, 16, 17-year-old to be taking care of 4 other fucking kids.
Oh no, Tom speaking some facts. Tom speaking some logic.
It is not their responsibility.
It isn't. It is the parents' responsibility.
Nobody said it is, Tom. Nobody said it's their responsibility. It's just...
I'm pretty sure Ethan was the one that said the oldest should be able to step up and take care of the rest of them. But we're going to be moving on from that video. I'll probably cover it later in the live stream if I go live today. This video, this clip, says the kids got the bad things, the harmful materials, we'll say. Always blame the kids first, EvS says. EvS wants Nick Rekieta's house to be dusted for fingerprints. Let's listen to the clip.
Through adversity isn't quote-unquote blaming the kids. I don't think Ethan is doing that.
I'm blaming them too. You know what?
And
I wouldn't be surprised if the
He did blame the kids.
kids are the ones who got the cocaine. I would... You know what? Nobody's surprised if the kids are the ones who got the cocaine. I would...
Oh my god, this guy is so dumb.
You know what? Nobody's asking the right questions. It is quite possible that the kids are 100% responsible for this. It's always the last place you look.
But this is supposed to be apparently sarcasm, according to weirdos and Eric July haters, people that listen to this garbage.
You know what I mean? But when there's a crime that goes on in a family, it's always best to blame the person that's closest, because it usually is, right? It's usually someone who's really close to the family who's responsible for it. So, has anybody dusted the house for fingerprints? The audacity of EvS to promote responsibility in children. Unreal, blame the kids. Thank you. I agree. Tampa Detractor Android 33. Blame the kids first, man. Please.
Own life lessons on Nick's situation, which he did, because in another clip that I saw, he was talking about how his mom or somebody was addicted to drugs, and that's why he had to step up his game. He had to be there for his kids or his siblings, and they all had to kind of chip in and live, because sometimes, again, parents fall. They're not perfect. They're human beings, and sometimes they fuck up.
Listen, Nina, let me reiterate the problem here and make it all about me. The edibles that I ate that made me call Friday Night Tight Zeros and get them and their panties all in a twist, guess who gave me those? My kid.
So your parenting is terrible. Congratulations. You admitted that your parenting is terrible. You should have been able to keep your kid away from drugs. Obviously, you can't do that, which is why you're projecting your nonsense onto Nick Rekieta's kids.
Okay? So this is why, if I can make everything about me once again and just compare it to my own personal experience, which makes people on the internet go crazy. They go, it's not all about you, Ethan, and yet it is. Hunter is the one who, if I have a drug dealer in my life, it's Hunter. It's my
So your own child.
Kid.
Yeah, great parenting there, Ethan.
Yeah, break.
Convicted.
Give me a break. Yeah, great parenting there, Ethan. Great parenting there. Just remember, EvS blames his kid for being a drug dealer. Meanwhile, it was him that obviously can't parent so that his kid doesn't become his drug dealer. Sure, whatever. Sarcasm and all that. As a parent, you should be guiding your child away from drugs. Why would he openly admit that he got drugs from his kid to talk negatively about a group of people that praised him for quite a bit, and now they don't even care about him, yet he's still talking about them to this day, and created a whole spite podcast called Friday Night Trash just to spite people that don't really care that he exists. Yeah, blame your kid's drugs on being the reason you called FNT quote-unquote zeros. You took the drug, the words came out of your mouth. EvS, it's my kid's fault as why I did and said the things that I said and did. Make it make sense. And as EvS flat out tells people, directly to their face, they claim sarcasm and need more proof, even as the clip is right there. With this individual saying, he's joking, you know this already. Doesn't sound like he's joking to me, but hey, to each their own. But that doesn't stop you from lying to the useful idiots who you know will believe you. Yes, the supposed useful idiots called my viewers, which I thank my viewers every single time I make a new video and they absolutely watch it and jump in on live streams. I appreciate their support because this is what I want to do. It's absurd humor, and again, you know this, you're just being intentionally dishonest. I'm being intentionally dishonest by giving my opinion on what is being clearly said. That makes zero sense. But it's just jokes, bro. This guy probably thinks the P to the E to the D to the O messages that Vito put out were also apparently just jokes. I bet he does think that, though. Because I also said to him, it's just jokes, bro. Where's the lie? The clip is right there. The guy was going to drive drunk after a Phillies game. The F brainwashed fools, I swear. He called people pussies for being against child neglect. And saying that the kids shouldn't have to step up. The parents should be responsible and not get involved with things they shouldn't be getting involved with. But as usual, everything is just jokes, bro. When they get called out on their garbage opinions, it's all just jokes, bro. Even though he said in the past that, oh, he had to step up. Just because you had to step up, EvS, doesn't mean that everybody else's kids should have to step up. That's not how it works. It shouldn't work that way. At the very least, it shouldn't work that way. Let's see if I can find where I said this. I think it's actually here. think it's actually in here. There it is. I said, absolutely horrendous takes. The parents should be strong enough to, I don't know, not get into drugs for the sake of your kids. It's called having a conscience and understanding the consequences of your actions. This back in my day nonsense is pure deflection. So because you had it bad, it's okay for other kids to have it bad. I thought society was about allowing your kids to live life better than you had it. F out of here with that BS. That's basically how I feel about most of this. Kids should be living a better life than the previous generation. And you should be preparing them for life, not preparing them to live a terrible life or be put in foster care or be not under your legal guidance. You should be able to prep them for life, not have to make them step up, quote unquote, because you decide to make a terrible decision in your life. But I think that's all I got for today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below if you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.